If you're a founder right now handling social media marketing all alone, you're losing money, you're probably wasting like $2,000 a month. Let me show you how you can save it. Most founders think that social media is a billboard. You put it, it stays there. No, it's not. It's a Tamagotchi. You have to feed it every single day. It's like a digital pet which needs your attention 24/7. In the next 8 minutes, I'm gonna show you guys what is the cost of actually running social media manually and then show you how you can avoid it. Let's start with the lie that everybody tells themselves, oh, I'm gonna handle it myself, or my assistant gonna do it, or I'm gonna hand over to some agency who's gonna handle my social media marketing. But let me tell you the actual numbers. Pricing studies from Freebird, ALM Corp, and Tywin all converge on the same number. 10 hours a week is the minimum to see any tangible result. Spend less than that, the algorithm buries you. It's like whispering to a hurricane. Half of these 10 hours doesn't go to creating, it goes to researching, analyzing images, doing competitive analysis, and so many other things. It's just a grunt work you put in which can be completely avoided, and your very valuable hours can be given into something like what the creative empathy I want to need and what internal strategic goal we want to achieve as a company. So this is just literally you guys wasting time on something that can be really automated by a very good agent. Your brain is searching for this one answer every single day that is like, what can I post today? What should my post look like? And how is my brand portrayed in all the captions and descriptions I write? And then comes context switching. According to a study, you need 23 minutes from going from one task to another task to get that deep workflow. Think that like you're trying to schedule a post for a week. You would probably tell yourself that, oh, it will just take a second. I'm gonna just go and schedule the post on Instagram. No, it's gonna just interrupt all the work you were doing and multiply that by the whole week. Then you'll know the real cost. This is the opportunity cost, and this is called the invisible tax you're paying for handling your social media manually. Okay, now let's talk about the people who are actually running social media manually, and this is where it actually gets ugly. According to a report by Hootsuite 2326, Workplace report found that 41% of social media managers say the work is actually damaging their mental health. And the Institute of Public Relations found out that most of the people who are working these roles plan to leave their jobs in the next 2 years. Just imagine that. People are thinking about leaving their jobs due to the fatigue that it creates, and you guys think you're gonna handle the social media all alone. Just give it a rethink the amount of time that it's gonna cost you guys when you handle the social media manually. And as a business owner or a solo founder, this is why this sticks to you really, because from a research we know that 76% of the people before making any type of purchase go to their social media account to check the authenticity of the product they are gonna buy. So if your social media account is like a storefront, and if the user goes to your social media and comes to know there's nothing posted, it will be like a blank window and the customer just goes away. Okay, so handling social media by yourself is brutal. So what is the next option a founder goes into? So he maybe thinks he'll hire an agency. So like let's look at the real numbers of how much our agency hires to handle a particular social media account from a brand. From 2026 reports, we know that if the starting price of an agency that has a social media is anywhere between $500 a month to $1,000 a month, and this is just the surface level. And if you want to just move past it and you want complete engagement from your audience and you want reply to every single comment your community makes on your post, this rises like insanely high cost. You can probably think of the cost moving anywhere between a few $100 to tens of thousands of dollars per month. So here's the test for you guys. Tally all the manual hours you put into social media marketing, then come up with the total amount you pay for different subscriptions, create a blended amount of hours that you put in, and divide that by the number of posts that you post on different social media platforms. And if a single post costs more than $20, including every single thing, you are on the wrong side, guys. Most teams are operating with AI thinking that it's a generic typewriter. It's not, and they just give it a prompt and it spits out caption. It's like a train moving on a single track, and it is doomed to be wrecked at the end. Agentic AI is completely different. Agentic AI is like a self-driving car. The agent researches in real time, finds out the trends, and sees what's working in a different platform and what brings it to a position where it matches for your brand voice, and reviews its whole work a couple of times before it just comes up you with a solution. This is called MAS, a multi-architectural system that is used for managing different agents at a single time. Think of it like hiring a partner who reviews their work multiple times before even coming to you with the output. And the numbers are really shocking. From the numbers from the people who are actually running this agentic loop is insane. They're cutting down their manual hours by 40 to 50%. Can you imagine? It's like per week you're cutting like 50% of the manual hours you put in. And then when it comes to the response rate, it's way faster, and it is like 2 to 3 times more engagement when our posts are created by an AI. So you might think, oh, how can you back this up with the data? So we have 2 case studies that I'm going to tell you guys about, where JP Morgan swapped their manual ad copying for an AI copywriter, which increased their click-through rate by 450%. Can you guys imagine that? It increased by 450% by just swapping it out. So this shows a real value that the AI provides, guys. And also there's another case study by OpenText, where they layered agentic function across the service sector, and do you know what happened? Not just optimized it, they just eliminated the first line support ticket by 70%. And the people who are running this agent loop are having immense effect in their output. For just to give you guys the numbers, it is like they are having 40 to 50% reduction in the manual work hours, and the response rate has decreased anywhere between 3 to 10 minutes. And at the same time, this is very critical, the engagement rate has rise to around 18%. So this is insane, and this is such an incredible event that's happening by running autonomous agents and using real powerful agents to help you grow your social media platforms. So there's another debate: does using AI feel inauthentic? That is a misconception. In 2026, the audience is not authorship focused. They are very relevance focused. Like, when was the last time you bought something on TikTok, and did you really think who wrote the caption, or did you really think about did the caption or the description of the product really solve a particular specific problem that you were facing? It has to be the second option. So this generation is primarily doesn't worry about who wrote it or how they wrote it. It is mainly, does it really solve the problem, and does it really feel like a brand has written it? This is exactly why we are with Velocity. Velocity is the next generation social media management tool that helps you control all of your social media platform from a single place, including Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, every single platforms. This runs on a different kind of loop where it plans, executes, and reflects on all the answers that I have come up with before reviewing its stuff. You set up your brand personality once, and everything else will be taken care of by Velocity. It's gonna know your tone, your values, and your different strategic investments, where it will really help you manage your social media platforms. And this is not something that creates AI generic slop. This is such a tune that it creates this plan, reflect, and review loop, and comes back to you before posting every single post. This is like hiring a teammate who reviews his own works before posting or scheduling any kind of post to different social media platforms. And the content calendar is so futuristic that it has color-coded system for different platforms, and there's no dragging, there's no hashtag manager that you want to hire, there's no specific content that you have to struggle around to find. It's just select the slot, and it will be auto-filled by Velocity. And the most important part that probably all the founders look into is what is the feedback loop that we have created in Velocity. Velocity clearly manages your brand health every single time you post and gives you the analytical report after a week, so that you could really analyze how the tool is really helping you to increase your social media reach. I think this is really a game changer, because when you think about it, you really need a feedback loop to analyze how your social media audience and the reach and the engagement is improving over time. And this tool exactly gives you this. You have a decision to make. One, you keep paying the invisible tax that you're paying, or hand the mechanical drag to an agent who handles all the posting and scheduling, so that it frees up time for the rest of your week. Velocity has a free tier. Use it, analyze your posts, and you could really know the value that comes with it. And it also has a pro tier that starts at $19. And if you really want to improve your social media, which I gave you different numbers of how you could do it, the link is in the description. You can go and check that out. And also, if I gave you some data and numbers that you really didn't know about social media marketing, hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. I'll be trying to post one video per week.